Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Barbeno's World. In the last episode, we built a tunnel board to prepare to collect all of the new underground blocks in 1.17, and today I want to do more preparing for the new update, and that's going to involve building another farm. The farm I want to build today is a drowned farm. I never really thought about building a drowned farm up until now, and that's just because I didn't really see the point of it, because drowns don't really drop anything very useful. But in the new update, drowned mobs are actually going to drop copper, which is going to be the only way of getting copper renewably. So yeah, I definitely need to build a drowned farm now. But there are actually two different types of drowned farms that you can make to get copper. Drowns that are converted from zombies actually do drop copper. So you can make a zombie farm, like I designed this farm, that feeds a mob farm into a mob sorter and a converter, which turns all of the zombies into drowns, which will drop copper. But I decided this would be a lot of work, and I wasn't sure it would be very fast. I also came up with this design, which is a enlarged version of Ilmango's river biome drowned farm, and that one just takes naturally spawned drowns, and I think that's going to be our best bet. And the added benefit of using naturally spawned drowns is that we'll also be able to get Tridents and Nautilus shells, which isn't too important, but it's a nice bonus. So I definitely think I do want to go with Ilmango's design on this one, but if I ever run into any issues with copper shortages in the new version, I will probably try to build a new farm. But for now, this will definitely do, and this farm is going to take a lot of non-spawnable blocks, so that's why I'm trading for a bunch of glass. Alright, I think I should have enough glass now for the farm. In addition to all of this glass, I'm going to need some fence gates, and I also am going to need some slabs. I'll turn these into polished blackstone slabs. Okay, I think we're almost good here now. All that I might put in this extra empty shulker box is some temporary blocks, some ice for making water sources, and these turtle eggs, which are going to lure the drowns. I'm trying to get into the habit of dyeing all my shulker boxes. In this case, I'm going to make them all blue. Just anything really looks better than the undyed purple color. Okay, yeah, this should be good. Now let's go find that location that I picked out for the farm. I'm pretty sure I wrote down the coordinates of it somewhere. Yeah, here's my random coordinates text file. I've written down the coordinates here for the drowned farm, so let's just fly out to them. I don't think it's far enough to warrant going through the nether. Yep, this is definitely the place. It's nothing special. I don't really think it's an ideal place for a drowned farm. I just looked around and found a big blob of river biome in the middle of a desert, and I think this should work out fine. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the AFK spot of the farm at y equals 189, and this is a ways above the ground. I could have made it higher, but it was fine for me just to light up a little bit on the ground there that is inside of the spawning sphere. So basically what we need to do for this farm is build up a really large spawning area of water up above us so that all of the drowns will fall down and be attracted by a turtle egg into a killing area somewhere around here where we can just swipe at them with a sword. Okay, since I said that we're going to be killing the mobs from right here, I have actually built this killing chamber now. It's pretty simple. All of the mobs should just be in here and we can just stand and hit them. But yeah, that's pretty simple. All we have to do now is build the spawning area and the platform which they will stand on while they're running towards the killing chamber. And I think it would work best in a time lapse. I'll explain everything after it's done. Okay, welcome back everybody. That build did take quite a very long time, but as you can see behind me, I have got the farm up and running. It's reasonably fast. A bunch of drowns are wandering into the chamber, and it should be working very well. So now that we're done with the build, we can take some time to have a look at all the different parts of this really cool farm. As I said, this farm is designed almost exactly like this by Omango. And yeah, a very nice design, and it was pretty simple to build too. So basically what we have here at the top is a very large roof. This just keeps all of the spawning area nice and dark, and also it'll help to increase pack spawning. I think I went a little bit overboard with the roof, but I really like doing these big round roofs out of polished blackstone slabs. I had one of these on my witch farms as well, and I just really like the look of it. Anyways, down here we have the spawning areas themselves. They're really tall and they encompass the entire river biome. In theory, I could have just done this entire area as the spawning area, but I decided not to and just outline the river biome, which was a little bit annoying to do. But I think it was worth it in the end because I saved a lot of fence gates. At the bottom, we have these bits of glass which catch the water, and the drowns fall out through open fence gates. Then they basically just end up on this big glass platform here, and they're attracted by a turtle egg, just like all undead mobs are, I think. And right below the turtle egg, we have the player, which can easily hit them with their sword. I've had this farm running for probably about half an hour, I think. And the rates are fine, I guess. I couldn't really expect insane rates considering this just relies on naturally spawned drowns and they spawn super infrequently. But yeah, here's all of the stuff that we got in about half an hour. We got a bunch of tridents, which might be cool if I ever want those, and mostly junk, but we have some gold. And when we update to 1.17, instead of dropping gold, the drowns will drop copper ingots at the same rates. So we should be getting like maybe a stack and a half of copper ingots per hour from this farm. So that's definitely not super good. But I think that should be fine for a start. And if I want to build a copper farm, as I said, I will make one that converts zombies. So much like the tunnel bore, I really don't have much use for this farm until I update to 1.17. So for now, I guess I'll just leave it, but what I will do is actually grab 2 tridents here, because I don't actually have any tridents, and I'm thinking I can enchant them, one of them being Riptide, and one of them being Channeling. Alright, here we go. I think I have all of the books that I need to make 2 maxed out tridents, and this one's going to be the Riptide one, and this one's going to be the Channeling one. Now, all I've got to do is combine some of these books, and then put them on the tridents. Now that we've got both of these tridents fully enchanted and repaired, I can just test them out. First one, we've got the channeling trident. Since it's not thunderstorming right now, the channeling trident won't cause lightning, but I can at least test the loyalty. Let's see if we can hit the squid. Miss. Wait for it to come back. That's really cool. And the Riptide. That's not as good as I was imagining. Thought it shot you really far, but frankly this is a little bit disappointing. One thing that I've seen people do with Riptide Tridents is launch themselves straight up out of water and then start their Elytra from there, so I'm gonna give that a try. Yeah, that's pretty solid, I guess. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put away these tridents in the room where I store my swords, and probably just leave them there. I think we should go back to the drowned farm now because I have some ideas for some improvements. Alright, so we're at the drowned farm here now, and I've got a few blocks in the shulker box for building, and as you might be able to already tell, I want to build an auto-sorted storage system, and I also want to build a sort of nice decoration for this room, and I want to have a way to get down from here into the main storage room, which is going to be below us. Okay, here's what I've got in the killing room for a start. It's pretty simple, just polished blackstone and gold. Once we get copper, I think I might replace these walls, because that'll be more appropriate. But for now, it's fine. I think I just want to add a little bit more blackstone trim around here, and then we can start on the room below. Alright, this room looks pretty decent, I guess. I finished up with the trim, and we also have a nice entry. Now we can start on the room down below. Okay, I'm making some good progress on the storage room here. I've actually installed all of the redstone that I need. As you can see back here, we have a bunch of item filters. These are the standard ones that filter out gold, nautilus shells, and rotten flesh. And this one over here is a non-stackable item filter, which will filter out tridents. Everything else that we don't need just ends up on this cactus right here. Okay, I'm finally done it. The room up here is just as it was before, and you can take the ladder down into the completed storage room. The design isn't anything special, it's just gold and blackstone, but we have the chests nicely integrated in the wall, and the design looks pretty clean. Now I'm just going to relog to disable my mob switch, and I'll give the storage system a test. It's been a few minutes of killing mobs here at the farm, so now we should be able to go check on the filters, and hopefully we have something in all of the chests. Yeah, just a little bit of gold here, plus it also had to fill up the filter items here. And also for the nautilus shells, we only got 5, plus the filter items, a ton of rotten flesh, and a few tridents. Alright, now I think we finally are done with the drowned farm here, so the episode's probably almost over, but I have one more thing that I want to do. Yeah, so what I want to do now to finish off the episode is do some portal decorations. Since I did that run in one of the episodes of going around decorating all my portals here in the nether, I have added a few more nether portals near the spawn area, and here are the two. This one and that one I'm going to be decorating. This portal here goes out to my tunnel bore, and I want to design this to look like a stick of dynamite. So I've got some red terracotta, and I'll try to do a sort of circle here. Okay, this is good so far. I just want to make like a little white paper band here or something, and then continue the stick of dynamite up a little bit higher. Okay, this is not my finest work, but let's move on to the next one. Actually, wait, I think this portal just goes out to the area that I made the Barbeno's World logo map, and I don't think I'm going to need to go there for any reason ever again. So it's probably just a good idea to take down this portal instead of decorating it. Alright guys, I think that's just about everything that I had planned for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I was very happy with how the drowned farm turned out, and hopefully we're going to be able to update to 1.17 soon, because it is going to be releasing on June 8th next week. Alright then, I think that's just about it, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Barbeno's World, Barbeno's World.